I like this camera angle.
You like this camera angle? Mm-hmm. Good to know.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No.
I'm gonna cook for my family for an entire week using only this cookbook. Stick around to see what we think. Wow, that's got such a pop to it.
It's delicious.
Is that beans?
No.
Is there pizza in here?
I guess you're putting it back so it's an F.
Yeah.
It sucks.
I would definitely eat this again.
This is incredible.
It needs more. It needs like a sauce.
I would eat them again, probably.
Wow, that's chewy. The aftertaste makes up for the experience it takes to go through eating it. These look crazy awesome.
I think it is good.
It's kind of not as flavorful as I thought it would be. We're making a sweet potato apple loaf. Are you excited?
No.
I hope I didn't just screw the whole thing up. Greetings and welcome to, or welcome back to PB with Jay, otherwise known as Plant-Based with Jeremy. Hi, I'm Jeremy. Here on the channel, we focus on all things plant-based goodness, including cookbook reviews like the one we're doing today. This week, my family and I are going to be eating exclusively from the Colorful Family Table by Ilene Godofsky Moreno. So what's fun about this book is it's really designed for the entire family. As you can see from the photos inside, there's a lot of recipes of her husband, her kids, and she lets you know what recipes are their favorites. In fact, one of the things I want to try is her daughter's favorite smoothie. The other thing that's a little unique about this book is that it's not necessarily separated the way a normal cookbook is by appetizers, mains, sides, salads, all that kind of thing. It's actually organized by season. So we're gonna do 2 recipes per season as our review for this book. Obviously, some ingredients are more or less seasonal, so we're gonna have to make our choices surrounding that. Stick around to the end of this video so we can let you know whether or not we think you should buy, borrow, or boycott this book altogether. But before we get to that, I'd like to say hello to some of the people who've said hello to us in the comments down below. Kim from Farmington Hills, Michigan. Joanna from Swampscott, Massachusetts. Lori from Friday Harbor, Washington. Phil from Burnley, England. Rosemary from Ozone Park, New York. Jay from Hollister, California. Olivera from Belgrade, Serbia. Tammy from Detroit, Michigan. Carmel from Maidenhead, Ireland. And Louise from Gatineau, Quebec. If you'd like a shout out, all you have to do is let us know in the comments down below who you are, where you're watching from, and what you thought of this video. If you want to bump up on that shout out list, consider joining us over in what we like to call PB with J 2.0. It's our members only mighty network where you can get that perk as well as lots of others for the price of a crap a cup of coffee a month. The best part of the members only community are the members. Honestly, it's the most inclusive, wonderful, beautiful place. So if you're new to this way of eating and you need a group of like-minded people, it might just be the best plant-based community on the internet. At least I think so. Before we jump in, I'd just like to walk you through how our family rates things, just in case you're confused by our tier system that we did not invent. It's an internet thing, I swear. S means, oh my goodness, this is just simply fantastic. I can't wait to have this again. A means this is really good. I could see this potentially becoming part of our regular rotation. B means it's fine. I don't love it. I don't hate it. If someone else wanted it, I'd be happy to eat it again. C means I don't really like it, but it's not so bad that I won't go find something else to eat. F means no, I'm done. I'm gonna go into the kitchen and scrounge up something else. Probably a peanut butter sandwich. Not that there's anything wrong with peanut butter sandwiches. The whole channel is literally named after a peanut butter sandwich. All right, now to the recipes. Tonight for dinner, we're gonna make zucchini corn fritters. Are you excited? You're just work on your popping up. Your popping up needs a lot of work.
I'm a pop-up.
There you go. This also comes with the basil aioli, which we're not gonna make because I don't have any basil and I don't feel like making vegan mayo. To make the corn fritters, we're going to make 2 flax eggs, which, as you know, you combine the flax and the water, you let it sit. And then we are going to shred 4 zucchinis, and then it says to lightly salt them to help draw the moisture out. We're gonna let that sit for a few minutes and then squeeze the rest of the liquid out of that. So this is the amount of zucchini I got out of 2 zucchinis. So it says medium zucchinis in the book. I guess these are large. I don't know. Willie thought that.
Zucchini is this big.
But I just think this is a lot for the recipe because the cover of the book doesn't, or the cover of the recipe doesn't look that zucchini-y. Here's the thing, I can always add more zucchini after, right? Although I gotta wring it out. This is why you should put like the equivalent of cups or at least weight when you're saying one medium, this or that. It's a good lesson for us when we're working on our own book. I'm gonna stick with this too because it seems like a lot. And then we have zucchini for other things.
Zucchini for days.
And then we're gonna mix that together with all the rest of the ingredients. Stir it up. So this stopped recording. I put all the other stuff in and I mixed it around and now it looks like this. But something happened with the camera, but here it is. It looks like this. And then it says to fry them in a pan with lots of oil. I'm gonna air fry them because I think that'll work just as well and we don't need all the oil. Right, Woody?
Right.
That was good. Good job. She's my favorite person.
Don't tell the kids.
Oh, they're my favorite kids though. Huh? Annie heard.
Isn't it funny how kids can hear stuff from like a mile away?
Yeah.
Unless you actually want them to hear it.
Hey Annie, can you put the green bin away? Oh, she heard it. She just said no. So instead, I'm just gonna do it in the air fryer. Just flip them. We're cooking them at 400 degrees for 10 minutes in the air fryer, and we flipped them about halfway through. And they seem to be working beautifully. So there you go. You don't need to fry them in a lot of oil in the pan. And then we're gonna serve it with potatoes. Because we got, okay, I know I've talked about this app before, but come over here for a second. Come with me.
And we get no bonus for talking about this app. This is like just our love for this app.
Yeah, we have zero sponsorship from this thing. The Flash Food app, which I've talked about before. Look at all this. There's how many? Do you know the number? Like 20, 30 potatoes? 30 potatoes, 3 bananas, 4 limes, 5 baby cucumbers.
Make people guess in the comments.
Yeah, how much do you think this cost? Let us know in the comments. Lock in your guess.
Canadian dollars.
Canadian dollars.
$3.44.
$3.44. Come on.
What?
Flash Food. I'm saying come on to the audience, not you.
Like, what did I do?
All right, let's try the corn fritters.
These are okay. Like, they're not the best, but they're not the worst. I would eat them again, probably.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
They're supposed to be served with like a basil aioli.
Yeah, where's that?
Yeah, sorry to make it.
I'd give it a B, probably. I wouldn't ask for it, but if someone did, then I'd eat it.
I agree with Annie.
I was just saying.
Eve?
It's not bad, but it's not amazing. I would never probably request it, but if you made it, I would eat it.
It needs more. It needs like a sauce.
So the same for you, like a B?
Yeah.
If you had created this recipe, then I would say keep trying. It could be something, but right now it's okay.
I definitely think the basil aioli would help. It's nice. It's a good base, but it needs other stuff with it. I'm sure
Yeah,
if
I think if you didn't have the aioli, maybe put fresh basil in it.
Ooh.
Or on top of it.
Yeah. The green goddess sauce with this would be good.
Yeah, it needs a sauce.
I'm going to say it's a B. But with a sauce, it could elevate it a lot. But it's like a B+. I like it.
I like this camera angle.
You like this camera angle? Mm-hmm. Good to know.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No.
No. For dessert, I'm going to make this sweet potato and apple loaf. We make banana bread a lot in this house, and so I'm excited to try a different kind of loaf. What's interesting with this that I like is it suggests you can use chocolate chips or raisins. And because of the nature of this with the apple, I'm going to go with the raisins. Because it's a little healthier, it's still sweet and sugary. I don't have spelt flour, but I'm going to make this gluten-free. So I'll either just straight up use oat or gluten-free 1-to-1. What do you think, Annie?
Oh.
Oat. Annie says oat, which is similar to what we do with our banana bread. So I'll just do that. And the only swap I'm going to do is the 1/4 cup of coconut oil I'm going to use aquafaba for. We're making a sweet potato apple loaf. Are you excited?
No.
It's for a dessert. This is, I think this is pretty similar to most things of this nature. You put the dry together, put the wet together, you mix them up. And then at the end of this one, you put the mix-ins in, which is your apple and some raisins. And then it suggests sprinkling some coconut sugar on top, which I will do. We're gonna bake it at 375 for 45 minutes. And then it says to let it cool before slicing and serving, which is why we're gonna make it now. So it's ready for after dinner.
Mmm. You know what it tastes like?
What?
A bran muffin. I haven't had a bran muffin in almost my whole life. Thanks. It's good.
It's not too, it looks a little gummy, the other ones.
This end is not yummy. It's just fine, but the middle might be.
Yeah. I don't mind the moistness. A little gummy. I don't know where that's from. Whether it should have cooked a little longer. It seemed like it was done though. I like it a lot. It's perfect if you don't like things too sweet. What did you give it?
I give it an A.
You give it an A. Yeah, it's sweet enough. Like, some people might have this and go, oh, it's not sweet enough.
Really?
I don't know. I think it's...
People need to eat less sugar then.
Most people do need to eat less sugar. This is really good. I give it an A too. Quite an S. Like, it's not blowing my mind, but I'd make this again. And it's a good way to use it from sweet potato. I don't taste the sweet potato at all. It's different. I haven't had something like this before, I don't think. But it does taste a bit like a Raisin Bran. Abram, come try.
Why is it so wet?
It's a little moist.
It's okay. Give it a B. I prefer banana bread or zucchini bread. It's not the fall. It's the spring. We don't have those kind of spices in the spring.
Okay, but if this is the fall?
It would be better.
So you're judging this based on the time of year?
Yes!
Okay. So in the fall, this might be an A?
Maybe.
Is that beans?
No.
Is there beans in here?
There's no beans in there. Sweet potatoes. You like sweet potatoes?
That's good.
Yeah?
I don't want it though.
You like it, but you don't want it?
Maybe I'll have it for breakfast.
Okay, I'll wrap it back up with the rest. What would you give it?
A B.
For dinner tonight, I'm making two things from this cookbook. I'm gonna make these chickpea meatloaf burgers, and I'm also gonna make the crispy baked onion rings. So I'll be jumping back and forth with these recipes. Hopefully we both don't get too confused as I cobble these together. I'm also making my own whole wheat sourdough hamburger buns. Never done that before. Not sure they're gonna turn out completely, but if they do and you want the recipe, let me know in the comments down below. Maybe I'll include that in some kind of a video in the future. They're really easy. So for the meatloaf burgers, we have to make a flax egg to start off with. For those that don't know, 2 tablespoons of flax and 6 tablespoons of water mixed together is gonna equal 2 eggs worth. So, you know, divide that in half if you only need 1 egg for another recipe. So for the burgers, I'm gonna pretty much follow this recipe as is. I'm just gonna cut out the olive oil. I'm gonna water saute the onion, garlic, carrots, and mushrooms. And then once those are cooked and sauteed for like 10 minutes or so, we're gonna throw those into the food processor with these chickpeas, along with the rest of the ingredients. And then we're gonna blitz that up. We're gonna wet our hands, and it says that each burger should be like a half of a cup. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna bake these at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 25 minutes. While that's happening, we're probably gonna get started on our onion rings. But before we do that, we're also gonna make this glaze, which is basically just ketchup, apple cider vinegar, and maple syrup. And after 25 minutes, we're gonna spread that over the burgers and put them back in for another 10 minutes. These look crazy awesome. I'm really excited for these. The house smells so good right now. So I air fried these only for 20 minutes at the same temperature. And then when I put them back in, I dropped it down to 350 for 7 minutes. So depending on your air fryer, just babysit it and adjust your timings. So for the onion rings, I have these sweet onions that have been sitting in my fridge for a while, and they're gonna be perfect for onion rings. Basically gonna make a batter. So we're gonna mix together all the ingredients for this wet drudge of a batter, and then we're gonna put that in one bowl. And another bowl, we're gonna put together the panko breadcrumbs. These are actually a gluten-free variety I got, so Willie can have them. Gonna mix that together with the spices. And then essentially you're just dipping the onion rings into the wet batter, tossing them in the dry batter, and that's really it. These bake for 30 minutes at 450 degrees Fahrenheit, and you flip them halfway through. I know you all love when I give you tips about using aquafaba, which is the juice from a can of chickpeas, or in our case, my own homemade chickpeas, which I use for this burger recipe. I'm using it as like an egg wash for these hamburger buns. So just dip it in with my little brushy thing. Just, yeah, like I would an egg wash. What happened? Did you try it?
I told you I wasn't gonna like it, and you didn't believe me. You ruined it.
Did you spit it out?
Yeah.
So that's an F?
You ruined it.
I think the burger needs to be cooked maybe a little longer or something.
Is it not cooked in the middle?
It's kind of mushy.
How's it taste though?
It's okay. I go a bit like a B plus,
Okay.
A-ish. I'm not sure.
Burger's soft. The sauce on it's a bit too sweet.
Well, it has to be a barbecue sauce.
Right. It's too sweet.
Okay, fair enough.
And I could do without the smoky flavor.
To be fair, I probably screwed up cooking them because I put them in the air fryer. It's okay. It's kind of not as flavorful as I thought it would be. Yeah, it's like a B. A B. I'd want to keep on playing with this recipe. I like the idea of it. It's like a B because I think that's partly my fault. So I'm gonna give it a B plus.
It smells so good.
No.
I might be taking that back.
No.
Okay, onion ring on its own. It's not the best. Better ketchup. Okay. See.
Got a crunch.
They're good. Like a B.
A B.
Yeah, I like them. They're crunchy. Very crunchy.
Very crunchy. Oh,
I don't normally like onion rings,
I do.
so for me these are really good. I don't like real onion rings, but I really like these.
That's like an A for me. Tonight for dinner, I'm gonna make this creamy coconut curry PB noodle bowl. That's a mouthful. That's like everything. It's all the things. I'm excited for this one because we've had stuff with like coconut milk in it, and we've done curries that are like peanut butter focused, but I've never combined the two. One of the things that I was concerned about when I first read this was just the fact that it's got coconut milk and it's got peanut butter in here, so you've got two sources of fat, which, you know, that's a lot. It's not nothing, but it's not a ton of it. I know some people are worried about the saturated fat inside of coconut milk. My thoughts on that are we only use it once a week at the most, usually. If you want, you can use a light version of coconut milk or use half the can, thin it with water. Make sure when you read the light versions, read the labels and the cans and make sure there's no weird funky preservatives or things in there that are thinning it out or doing other weird things, because that's the thing that makes me concerned about those versions of coconut milk. For me, I'm just like, give me the full fat version. I'm only gonna have it once a week at most. I'll be okay. I'm still not having all of the other hordes of saturated fats that most of the worlds are consuming. This is the kind of thing you're going to want to have all of your ingredients ready to go because it's going to come together fast. So we're going to heat up the pot. We're not going to use oil. Obviously, I'm going to water saute my onion and garlic and ginger. I'm also going to add mushrooms to this dish because we have some extra mushrooms, not a lot. And then we're going to add in the coconut milk and then stir in the curry paste and peanut butter. Let them dissolve, and then our vegetables are gonna go inside there, and we're gonna cook those for like 15 minutes until everything's tender. And then we're gonna add the rest of the ingredients, let them warm up, and then we're just gonna add the sauce to the noodles. Here it says to... You came out of nowhere. Welcome, Annie's home. She's filling in for her mom. This says to transfer the curry to bowls and then add the noodles. Normally we would just put it all together. We'll make
No, not tonight.
Here's a hot tip for thawing things like frozen corn, peas, or edamame like we're using right now, is just to pour boiling or very warm water over them. It'll kind of like cool that water down, but it'll also thaw them at the same time. So you're not gonna be burning them or scorching them. It's just kind of a perfect, really quick, fast solution. do that at the beginning of whatever you're cooking, and by the time you need them, they'll be good to go. Normally I would use rice noodles, and I do have some. I have these little ones. So I have like really thin vermicelli, or I have sweet potato noodles, which I've never used before, but I'm sure are great. I'm gonna give these a try, because why not? Pretty sure I made a fatal error here. Never really cooked with sweet potato noodles, so anyone that's watching this that has knows that they're a little slippery little suckers. So they don't really absorb the sauce, kind of repels it a little bit, like a good rain slicker. Anyway, we'll still taste the sauce, but I'll make sure my family does not grade this meal based on my noodle choice.
Fit check.
Fit check.
What other bathing suits do you have?
Oh, you're gonna join to a dance. So let her know what you think of her outfit.
You can see the bottom part. Fit check.
Oh my goodness. Nice kneecaps, Annie. I gotta say, these sweet potato noodles make it challenging. They're so slimy and chewy. But we're not rating it based on those noodles. They're good, they're just probably not the right noodle for this type of dish. It's my fault, that's all they had. What do you think, Annie?
I think it is good. An A.
Yeah?
No!
You lose noodle? On your dress?
We're good.
What do I give this? I think I give it I like it. I gave it an A too. I wish I picked it for noodles. I like the peanut element. We haven't done that really with curry before. With the red curry noodles. I like it. It's like I think an A.
I like it.
Yeah. Imagine the noodles aren't those noodles.
It's still good. Still tastes good.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Like
Yeah.
Jello.
What's that?
Like Jello.
It's like Jello? How's the flavors though?
The flavor is good though.
Yeah?
I would definitely eat this again.
Yeah?
I would even ask for it. It's really good.
There's an A.
Yeah.
A for Efi? What about you?
Yeah, like A or to an S.
Alright.
It's got a bit of spice. It's got good flavors all around. It's like a good sauce to have a stir fry.
Yeah, it's a combination of coconut, peanut butter, and red curry paste.
That's why I like it.
Tonight for dinner we're having Cauli-Broc Tots. So I already made the flax egg. You've seen me make a flax egg multiple times in this video. So like I said, if you don't know how to make a flax egg by now, you just aren't paying attention, and that's that. So we are going to kind of make our own riced cauliflower and broccoli by just throwing it into the food processor and pulsing it. So I just made the cauliflower broccoli rice. I thought I taped it, but I didn't. So I literally just put it into my food processor and pulsed it for like 5-10 seconds. And I made this, but yeah, you didn't miss much. And then in the blender, we're gonna mix together some chickpeas. It says olive oil. I'm actually gonna use aquafaba and some tamari just to blend that up. So you take the blended chickpeas, the rice cauliflower, and then you mix that up with the nutritional yeast and some spices, and then you kind of stir it all together until it's like a giant mixture. And then we're gonna bake that in 1 tablespoon chunks at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 25 minutes, and we're gonna flip it and cook for another 15. And while that's cooking, we're gonna make this cashew cheese sauce. I've already been soaking some cashews for that. And then we're just gonna blend that in our little hand blender along with some nooch, lemon, again olive oil, but I'm gonna use aquafaba, a clove of garlic, and some salt and pepper. And if I need a little milk to make a blend. Let's try the cheesy dip. Oh, that's had a great flavor. It tastes really... Wow, it's almost like vinegary, but there's no, I guess the lemon. Wow, that's got such a pop to it. I love that. Just a note, to get the creaminess you see here, I had to put like another 1/4 cup of plant milk in there. It was really gritty otherwise, but this is kind of perfect. And if you want it to be more of a sauce, you might even want to put more in. But this feels like a nice, I don't know, like a queso dipping sauce. This is incredible. Oh, wow. This is a dangerous sauce. There's so many things I could use this on. This would be great even as a sandwich spread. I would do a lot of things with this sauce. I like it a lot. And then we're gonna serve this with some what? Some fries on the side, Woody?
Oh yeah, fries on the side.
And we'll probably have a little side salad of some kind.
It's good.
Okay.
Could be crunchier though.
Gotcha. Yeah, the cooking time was strange because it got really burnt on the bottom. And then I turned it
Air
down.
fryer next time.
Air fryer next time, maybe. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the flavor's really good though.
Yeah?
At the beginning when I first took it back, it was weird. Then it started to taste just like broccoli.
Ah, how's the sauce?
It's good.
Yeah? All right.
It's
What do you...
like hummus.
Nice. What do you give it?
It's an A.
Hey? Sweet. I'm going to try it without sauce. Ooh, that tastes just second. I thought it was going to be a little bland, but the flavor comes in. It's really simple. It's very earthy. I like it. But let's see it with the cheese sauce. I really like that sauce. Anything thinks it was like a hummus. It kind of is. It's meant to be a cashew cheese sauce.
And then you got water.
Yeah. I might give that an S. Yeah, it's an S. They really, really popped. I love that sauce a lot. And the tater tot doesn't feel like greasy or oily or like heavy like a potato. I would make these again for sure. They're really, really tasty. What do you think, Woody?
Yeah, it's good. It's definitely like a hummus kind of vibe.
Did it give you a cheese sauce vibe?
No. Yeah, I like them. I mean, like a B+. They're a little dry. And they have a weird barn taste.
Barn taste?
Yeah, the broccoli somehow, like sometimes I get a nice bite where I'm like, and then I get another taste that I'm like, tastes a bit like a barn.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Wooly said that upon thinking about it, that the cheese sauce tastes like old cheddar, which is like my favorite cheddar flavor. Oh, Eve's gonna inspect it. See what he thinks.
No, I don't like the taste of broccoli. Of the broccoli.
Okay.
I don't know.
So it's hard, but do you think it's just the specific broccoli we bought, or it's the recipe?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, what would you? Well, how about the sauce though?
Sauce is alright. Yeah, it tastes like cheese.
Okay. So what would you give it? I mean, you can rate them individually if you want, if you really like one or the other.
Sauce in an A. That's like an F.
Tonight for dessert, we're gonna make triple chocolate beet brownies. We've actually made a beet brownie in a cookbook before, and Wooly loved it. It was one of her favorite recipes ever in terms of desserts. I mean, you know how it works with Wooly. If there's chocolate in it, she's probably gonna love it. But she doesn't love like black bean brownies, generally speaking, and this one just kind of blew her mind. So I'm excited to try another one. So I've been baking some beets in our air fryer, just wrapped them in tin foil. Gotta go. So one challenge I have with this is that it just says 3 medium beets. I would love to know like a rough weight or cup size because 3 medium is so vague. And I have these tiny little guys. That's all the grocery store had this week was these tiny ones. According to Google, a medium beet is around 125 grams. So I need 375. So basically, you peel the beets after they are roasted, and then you blend them with just a little bit of non-dairy milk. Basically, just enough to get them going. So I ended up putting in almost 3 times the amount of liquid that it called for the beets. So I don't know. It's kind of like a puree. I hope I didn't just screw the whole thing up. We're gonna make a flax egg just like we've made flax eggs before. 1 tablespoon of flax to 3 tablespoons of water. Stir it up, let it go. This is where it gets unique. So we're gonna melt the vegan chocolate chips in a double boiler. It calls for a half a cup of butter or oil. Hey, you know this channel? We're not gonna do that. I'm gonna try the aquafaba. I don't know if this is gonna work. I've never tried this before. So after the chocolate and our aquafaba are mixed together, I'm gonna fold in that flax egg. It's a mystery. And then we add the vanilla. And then we're gonna get all our dry ingredients together. We're gonna whisk together our dry ingredients in another bowl. The only change I'm making here is I'm gonna use oat flour as opposed to spelt flour. Then we're gonna mix that all together, fold in the chocolate chips. We're gonna bake this at 350 degrees Fahrenheit in a 9 by 13 inch baking dish for 20 to 25 minutes. It says to go for 20 minutes if you want a fudgy or brownie.
Wow. It's made with oat flour.
Oh, you can taste the oats?
No, it's like
Well, brownies are supposed to be gooey and...
not gooey. It's gooey in a bad.
oats in it.
It's gooey in a bad way?
I don't think it's gooey in a bad way. It's not even gooey.
It's like
Mmm.
it's like chocolate oatmeal.
Really?
Oh yeah. You can like, you know when you're eating something with oats and you like chomp down on an oat like flat?
Mm-hmm.
It's like that.
Oh, shoot. I didn't blend the oat flour well enough. That's my fault.
Do you want mine, Dad?
Yeah, it tastes like...
I'd rather have a hot chocolate tonight.
Wow, so
It
that's
tastes-
an F for you?
No.
Yeah, this is actually pretty bad.
No, I give it.
It tastes like chocolate overnight oats.
Yeah, I give it like a C or a B, but like I'd rather have a hot chocolate. Do you want mine or do you want yours?
I guess I might as well just have yours.
I got mine. I'll just leave this.
You don't want yours either?
It has like... Oh, bleh.
So it's an F for you?
It's like earthy.
Well, don't...
You can taste the beet.
Oh, it's beaten this. Oh.
Where the other one we have, we can't taste the beet.
Yeah, like, no.
But I think those beets were really old.
Yeah, what is this for you, Eve?
F, the beet is like so pungent.
Could be the bold beets, though, maybe.
Yeah, I can taste the beet now.
It's fine. I was like a C.
Oh, yeah. I know what you mean by the oatmeal.
Yeah, it's really like...
Wow. Part of the flavor is really nice. Like, the aftertaste makes up for the experience it takes to go through eating it. Wow, that's chewy. I don't know. You gave it a C?
I don't know.
I think it's a B. I'm gonna finish them. It might even be chewier tomorrow.
If you think about beet, you taste beet.
Yeah.
Yeah, the beet does pronounce itself. This is not as good as the one we made before.
But it could be the beets. I think we should experiment.
This is like it's a C plus. It's like it's more of a C than a B, but I also wouldn't waste it. So for breakfast, Willie and I are having Baby V's blueberry smoothie. We're stealing a child's smoothie for breakfast.
Look, he's got red hair like you.
I think it's a she.
Oh, they've got red hair like you.
Yeah, let's just keep it to a they. So this is not just blueberry. It's also got zucchini, banana, avocado, oats, banana, milk, and dates.
2 bananas?
There's one banana.
You said banana 2 times.
I did say banana 2 times because I just woke up and I haven't had my coffee.
I had your smoothie.
Woo! Cheers. You weren't gonna cheers me?
I didn't want to spill it on the couch.
Ooh.
It's thick.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
It's good. I taste peanut butter.
Mm-hmm.
Banana.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the dominant flavors, and then there's like a sourness from the blueberries.
And the color.
Mm-hmm. It's good though. Sweet.
But it's not too sweet. It's like a perfect.
We should save this for kids. It's healthy. Save some for Eve from when he gets up.
There you
Go
go.
out.
This is their daughter's favorite smoothie. It's a family favorite smoothie in their house, I guess. But their daughter's. That's why it's named after her. What would you give it?
I'm gonna give it an A.
Yeah. It's an A. Like, it feels like a typical smoothie. It's not blowing my mind. It's a solid A. It's very good. I would probably, if I was making this myself, I'd throw some spinach or kale in there for the health of it. And let's see if the kids wake up and try some. Ephraim tried the smoothie.
It sucks.
Well, come on now. Get back here. Can you give some more context?
Even though it's blueberry, it's still weird.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's like bitter.
Oh, not good. So what would you give it?
C.
Okay. Annie woke up and she's going to try it.
What vegetable?
What do you mean, what
Is in here.
vegetable?
What vegetable is in here, Dad? I smell a vegetable.
You smell a vegetable? What do you smell?
What is it?
Why don't you taste it?
Is it sweet potato?
Nope. This is zucchini.
That's why it tastes bad.
Tastes bad?
Well, now it tastes like zucchini because you told me it was zucchini.
There's avocado in it.
Well, that doesn't make it different. Can't find the spelling for it.
Do you like it or no?
No.
I guess you're putting it back, so it's an F.
Yeah, or a C. I can't find any other sweaters. Can I borrow one of your sweaters?
Yeah. So what did we think of the Colorful Family Table? What I liked about this book is that there's a lot of variety, and it's really focused on the way that we eat, which is like comfort food at its best. There's lots of finger food in here. There's lots of things that are naturally whole food, plant-based. But I did have to make a number of modifications, which you saw as I was going through the recipe. I would say that for families with young children who are starting to eat this way, this book is definitely a potential buy because it's full of a lot of ideas, things you might not have thought of, recipes you might not have come across yet. For everyone else, it's definitely a borrow. It's worth checking out, seeing if there's anything new in here that you haven't done before, ideas, recipes, and especially it's cool because of the different seasons that it shows recipes for. And if you are considering buying the book, please use the link down below because it helps us, helps them. It does all the good things. And if you're interested in any of the other cookbooks that we have reviewed on this channel, you can buy them in the link down below as well. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button to let YouTube know to send it to other people. Subscribe for more videos like this. And YouTube also says, hey, you know what? You got a little extra time on your hands. This video is just sitting here. It's just begging you to watch it. It's like the last cookie left on a plate. And you're like, does anyone else want this? No? Well, I guess I'll have it.